Alright, hello there guys and welcome to a new video. This video right here is going to be a little bit different from the other ones that I've done because this one's going to be mostly about just me talking about the Stronghold Beta that was held 2 days ago for a whole day. If you guys don't know about it, you probably missed out on some really cool stuff that's going to be coming out with the PvP and Heart of Thorns. Honestly, it's wonderful. I love the game mode and I think it's just so like it's so inducing to just play like a new class or like a new build that you've been too afraid to play. My downside to all this though is that they limit you on the beta time way too much. They should probably have it be more than a day. Like I would almost say like 5 days would be a sweet spot. Maybe just the weekdays, maybe just the weekends. That might compensate for it because one single weekday, I know a lot of people are probably really busy with their life, and didn't get to play, didn't get to try out. A lot of people probably felt cheated or betrayed of in some kind of way because of this. But anyways, it was fun and it was really cool. I got to play it a lot with some friends and I got a lot of footage for you guys. So I'm going to be making a lot of excuses to just do these sort of videos, ones where I don't want to cover a certain topic, rather I just want to be speaking to as the video plays out so that I can bring you guys some Stronghold footage. My overall feeling of it is that I am really happy with the game mode. I kind of wish there were more guards or more things that would incentivize playing defensively, but it seems like there were just. I played in two different scenarios each and every time I played this game mode, which was scenario one, we rushed down the Lord as fast as possible in kind of like a base race type of scenario, which the game ends in 5 minutes, pretty boring. And scenario two, which would be a kind of drawn out game with a lot of strategy to it up to a certain point. Much of the map is being ignored regardless, like the trebuchet or like the supply. I don't know if this happened in higher level play, but definitely in the play that I was playing in, it didn't seem quite as useful to go for treb rather than straight up just killing people or rushing guards and such. While it did have its downsides, I really did enjoy the game mode a lot. I just kind of wish that they would give us a little bit more time because I think the reason why they were surgy, all the games were so surgy was mostly because people didn't have enough time to play it or people didn't have enough time to choose what strategies they wanted to go for. I honestly think it was just mostly people trying to play whatever they thought was fun, and most of the time that ends up being like some super aggro build. This is just generally speaking. Some people enjoy playing defensive builds, and that's not wrong. It's just most of the time people will enjoy more critting people really hard and kind of wrecking their face and being all up in their face, which is why I think that Sergi builds predominated during this beta. Thieves interact with this game mode so well. Honestly, in my opinion, Thief is probably one of the better classes coming off of this game in this game mode. Just because the mobility is really beneficial. Because this game mode is a lot about spread out objectives. You got the mist essence on one side, you got mist essence on another side. I might do a video covering what the objectives are for this map and how it works. That one's probably going to be really short though, and I kind of don't want to do that right now. I kind of want to have these sort of videos. But anyways, yeah, what was I saying? Like, it, yeah, mobility for thieves is just so beneficial because you could be on one side of the map in 1 second, you be on the other side just with your short bow. We all know how crazy thief short bow mobility is, and it helps you cover objectives. It also helps you outnumber fights. It helps you rotate. It helps you become a really good roamer. Honestly, I feel like Thief fills the defensive and roamer position a lot better than it does an attacking position. This mostly being attributed to the fact that, if you're chasing people down as a thief, you don't really have many options except maybe Heartseeker strike spamming. The thing is, as a dagger pistol thief, you don't really get many options, which is why I was running my dagger builds and sword dagger. Sword dagger would probably be another story. I would actually honestly think sword dagger would do better in an attacking position than a defensive position. I don't know about roamer because sword dagger does get a whole lot of mobility, so it might overshine. Roaming sword dagger might actually overshine the other thief builds, but still, I feel like the general feeling for Thief is to play defensive, outnumbering fights just like it always has, and going for heavy objectives. Heavy objectives. Thief doesn't play like people normally think it does, where like you go in, you go ham, and you start 1v3ing people like crazy and getting freaking triple kills off of nothing. It doesn't happen like that. Thief is more strategical. Thief is more moving around the map and knowing where the enemy is as well as your teammates to help them out. All right, so let me talk a little bit about the downsides of this. The beta, as I said, was short. You guys heard my opinions on that. The minimap, it needs to be a little bit clearer. Honestly, I don't know if anybody else had this problem, but I felt like the minimap was a little bit clustered with all the information that I was getting. The Mist Essence, the Treb, Lords, everything just felt like I was a little bit clustered, and I felt like nobody was running supply as well. I didn't like that. I felt like supply was really important before you broke down the gates, but breaking down the gates is now barely even trivial. Like, it's really easy to do because all people do is just spam door breakers and kill the guards themselves. Kind of wish that some archers would do a lot more damage to the guards than we did. I think that would be a cool mechanic that would probably give us less options. It would incentivize us actually getting archers, but it would give us less control over the game. I will give them that. It will give us less control over what we can do. It would be more NPC based, but that's honestly what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us to focus on objectives and focus on taking out high priority targets. So what if archers are actually high priority targets just like door breakers? Like, imagine killing an archer over an enemy player, and that actually makes the difference between, you being vulnerable to any attack or not. Something like that. Some sort of idea like that. Like, have archers be really important. All right, well, let me talk about my general feelings over the game mode before we cut off and we end the video. Like, I found it to be a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in this beta. I just really wish it was longer because honestly, I would love to sit here and spam this beta. Only reason why I didn't do it was because I was busy with some real life stuff. But regardless, I still got to play a ton of it, and I loved it. I kind of want to play some more. I can't wait until they do the next beta. I'm definitely going to get a lot of footage for that. All right. Well, my overall feeling for it is that it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of rotating. It's a lot of strategical movement. And like, we need something better than pinging, man. Like, maybe some like in Diablo, where like you drop down a flag that maybe like only your teammates can see. That way it doesn't disturb the enemy. And you drop down like say a defensive flag, and what that does is, and it's assigned to a keybind, and what that does is that it pings a little map for you and your teammates on the mini map, something like that, some incentivized communication with your team, man. Alright guys, if you watched the video up until now, thank you so much for watching. Drop down a comment. If you liked the video, like it. Thank you so much for watching again. Have a wonderful day. See you guys later.